Wagwan beautiful people, I am Chevb. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we will be styling this wig from Nadula.com and we'll be trying a kinky straight V-part wig. Guys, I've been loving V-part wigs of late and I can't wait for you guys to see the full styling of this unit. It is so full. I got it in 24 inches. This is how the texture is looking, and what I particularly love about a kinky straight V-part is that if you're going to do leave out, it should be able to blend effortlessly with your natural hair, so you don't have to like over straighten your natural hair to get it to blend. However, with this style, I wanted to go something more of close to a silky look, but not really. I just want it to be almost like a silk press. So I just put some heat protection in the hair, and then I'm going to take this wax stick to help me mold down the hair. So we're gonna flat iron this hair. We're gonna get it as straight as we can without over straightening it. So first things first, I go in with my hot comb to make sure that the top is flat because I don't want it to look bulky on top. Like, you never want your wigs to look too bulky, okay? Especially if you got a pea-sized head like mine. Like, you're trying to avoid the bulky look as much as possible. So what you want to do if you're going to straighten this hair, you want to do it in sections. Sections are important if you want it to lay how you need it to lay, okay? So first things first, we go through with the hot comb and then we go in with a regular flat iron. Now, I got this flat iron on Amazon, so I'll try to find the link for you guys and link it down below for you. And also the hair will be in the description box, at the top of the description box. Again, it's 24 inches and y'all just see the fullness of it. So this is how the kinky texture is looking on the inside of the wig. Like, it's super kinky. Like, you can wear it just as is, but girl, I just wanted it to look like a silk press. So I'm just showing you guys again the process that I do to straighten it, and you're gonna need to do these steps if you want your wig to lay silky smooth and get that bouncy look, as opposed to it looking stiff and not movable. Like, we don't want that. We want it to look like it got life, okay? So this is how the wig is looking. It took me about an hour to do this entire process. So if you have a good show you want to sit down and watch, you do that, and before you know it, the hair is done, and then you'll be satisfied with the look that you got, okay? So it's giving silky. Now, a trick that I'm going to show you guys, if you don't have a measuring tape, you can use your tail comb, like measure it to see how much leave out you want to do. If you are going to do leave out, no, it is optional with a V-part wig, but for this style, I said, you know what, we're going to do some leave out. So this is my hair freshly washed and blown out. I didn't do anything extra with it, just as is. And then I'm just gonna try to see how much hair I'm gonna leave out. I don't want to leave out too much, just gonna do a middle part and just leave a little bit of edges out. So again, with the comb trick, I saw where on the comb that the V part ended, and then I just created that on my hair, like measure it with the comb. If you got a measuring tape, you can do that too. So sometimes I end up leaving out too much hair or too little hair, and I just wanted to make sure that I had just enough. So I'm just going to take out how much hair I'm going to need, and then we're going to move on to the next step. Now, as I said, I'm going to leave a little bit of edges. I'm not going to do too much in the front, just enough to cover the weft of the wig, just in case the wind blows. You never know, okay? It's winter time in Toronto, and I don't know which way the weather might go, okay? Now, let me tell you something. I was feeling hella lazy today, so I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like doing cornrows. Like, girl, it's just not one of them days. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just slick the hair back, put it in a low bun. However, I just feel like the bun is just gonna make the wig extra bulky, especially in the back. I'm like, girl, that's not a good idea. Like, don't do that. So I took out the bun, and then I was still feeling lazy to do cornrows, girl. So I just did two pigtail doodle plaits in the back, 2 big old jumbo plaits, and then I took a bobby pin and just pinned them together to get them to lay as flat as I could. And that's that. But honestly guys, like, if you don't want to be lazy like me and you want your wig to lay as flat as possible, you braid that hair back or do some smaller plaits or something. Just get it to lay as flat as possible. Also, you want to make sure that your wig is snug. You want it to fit. You never want your wig to feel loose, especially with the V part. Even though it has all those combs on the inside, you want to make sure that the back is fitted. So I always tighten the back as much as I can to make sure that it lays as flat as I can get it. So now I'm just making sure that everything aligns properly with the leave out that I have before I pin it down. And then I realized that, okay, I have the exact amount of leave out that I need for this style. So my little comb trick works, okay? So then I'm just gonna attach the combs or the clips on the inside to make sure that it is nice and snug and clipped on to my hair for that extra security. Now, what I told you guys, again, you want to make sure that you don't get no bumps and grooves with these wigs. You want to make sure that your wig is fitted. You want to make sure that you get the correct size wig. So this wig was slightly big for my little pea head, and I'm just gonna try my best to get it to lay as flat as possible. So I'm brushing it down to see where I need work done. So I know in the back it was just a little too bulky in the back for me. So what I end up doing is that little elastic in the band that I showed you guys that tightens the wig. So I'm just going to pull it as tight as I can, like take the strap from one side and bring it all the way over to the opposite side to make sure that it is as fitted and as snug as I can get it to be. Now, once I'm satisfied that my wig is secured and it's as flat as I can get it, I'm gonna make sure that I secure the combs in the front as well to make sure that it lays flat and it has a nice grip on the front. Now, you want to go back in with your heat protectant, girl. Like, your heat protectant is the most important part of this process, okay? You're gonna be using heat. This is not for the faint of heart. If you're not a fan of heat or usage of flat irons on your natural hair, you don't want to do this. You don't want to have any leave out at all, but I'm going to do it because I want that look. Like, I want that silk press look. That's what I'm going for. So I took this little, I think it's a 3/4. I don't think it's a 1/2 inch flat iron. I think it's smaller than that. And I use that on my roots because it gets as close as possible to my roots, as opposed to like a regular flat iron like is a little bit too big. So as you guys see, I didn't even pass through too much in the front, just a little bit, and it's obviously not going to be silky super straight. That's the whole point of the kinky wig, right? To make it look like a natural blown out silk press as opposed to overly processed here. You get what I'm trying to say? So now it's time for the front section. I'm just going to show you guys how I flat iron my hair. And again, I'm not going to do too many passes because again, I'm just going for a simple natural look. So I'm just going to take my wax stick to help make sure that I don't get any flyaways when I'm flat ironing. And I use my little flat iron first, and then I go over my hair once more with the regular size flat iron. And that's it. That's it for the passes. We ain't doing no more than that. If it ain't straight, it just ain't straight enough. That's it. We're not doing anything else, okay? Just a little flat iron, big flat iron, and then we're done. We're done. You're done. That's it. Now that's that for that. I'm just gonna play around with the hair until I'm satisfied. I like to do my little sideburn whisker thingamajigs on the side. I don't know what you call those, but I like having them just out like that behind my ear. And yeah, that's it. So What I like to do is I like to sleep with a do-rag at night to just make my hair lay flat so I don't have to flat iron it again the next day. And this is how the hair turned out, guys. I am absolutely loving the silk press look. Like, y'all saying sew-ins and all of that, ain't nobody got time for that, okay? If I want to take this hair off, I can just take it off and put it on the next day. Like, I ain't got to do with the tension and none of that, like none of that. So I'm trying to see how the hair looks just straight down, and I felt like I wanted some layers in the front. So I saw the girls on TikTok do this little trick that they do to get the layers in the front, and I botched it. Like, I didn't do it well at all. Like, I'm like, girl, like, that's not your thing. So I'm just gonna do it the way that I know how to do it, and that is just running the scissors down in the front, like gently, to create that layered look. So it's not gonna be a deep layered like I see the girls do. Like, I really wanted to do it like that, but it just wasn't working for me. So I'm just gonna stick with the little layers that I created, and then I'm gonna take the flat iron and create that little bump, okay? Like, you look like you got your hair done at the Dominicans in New York, okay? So give it a little bump, and then that's it for the style. We're not gonna do anything else because I feel like if I do anything else, I'm gonna ruin the hair, and I don't want to ruin the hair. So this is our final look. Let me know what you guys think about the style. I am absolutely loving it. It is giving life. All the details will be down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter at damn-chev, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Go on, big up in yourself. Bye, guys.
You can't hang with a gang, you a solo. Yeah, everything check, come Stella. Let me